What's good, y'all? It's a new year, but it's not a new me. This is just another day. It's just I know we're entering a new energy and all that type of stuff, but it's just another day for me. So my progress is changing. However, of course, it's a new year, which makes you reflect, right? But my reflections have been literally within the last few months predominantly, but of course, overall. One of the things I've been noticing personally, we all know that the earth is rising. The earth vibration itself is rising from the solar flares that are coming down, the new plasma energy that's hitting the planet. It's making the vibration of the earth itself rise. The people that you trust, called the government, govern your mental, know this. And that's why they're distracting you with either crazy news media, fake news on the news media, or they're talking about the Falcon Punch or the chocolate covered llamas or the unchocolate covered llamas, if you catch my drift. Oh, look at this, don't pay attention to that. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. They can't distract me because I've already broken the spell of mainstream media. That entertainment, that news media entertainment. That's what it's classified as. It's not called like propaganda, which is what it is. It's called news entertainment media or something like that. And it's like, nevertheless, they use those keywords because that's just legal jargon for them to keep on doing what they're doing. It's not propaganda, it's entertainment. Oh, okay. Check mark, you're good to go. Keep on airing it. That's the games they play. But anyway, like aside from them, I've really been reflecting on myself. And I've been observing some drastic changes within even just the last month of 2021. The headaches, right? I was thinking about the headaches and I was like, yo, like this headache isn't like, oh my God, something is wrong. Ugh. It's like, it feels like I just left a classroom and I was getting my ass beat mentally. That's what it felt like. It felt like I got like a supreme download because I shared with y'all the dream/vision that I had of the Omega symbol being etched into my mind, brain, whatever. So I woke up that next morning and the next day and a half with like imagine like that, a hangover headache. It was kind of like that minus the it was just like almost like a discomfort in my head. But then also something else I've been noticing is like I've been seeing flashes of light in the corners of my eyes. I've been seeing it more and more and more often. I'm just like, oh, who's visiting me? Who's trying to give me a little hint? Who's trying to give me a message? That's like the first thing that comes to my mind every time I see that. Some people, I'm seeing flashes, I'm seeing light spots. I need to run to the doctor so they can give me pills to numb my new abilities, to numb my awakening. Whatever. That, and actually, while we're here, and I guess this is still relevant to what I was going to be talking about anyway. It's like the split has become so apparent. It's become so apparent these days. When I walk through stores without a mask, it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to cause drama. If everyone says it, it's like I'm not like one of these like warriors that's here to go start trouble for no reason. That puts my name on the radar. You know what I'm saying? The sentinels will be sent my way essentially if I raise or/slash lower the vibration in a certain time. If I'm starting to cause drama because I'm going against the authority, then that's when the sentinels come in. And me being the freaking ninja, it's like, hey, I'm just here to blend in public. That's all I'm here to do. But it's kind of funny though, because I was talking to somebody and they were like, well, why don't you put on the mask? I'm like, who's gonna stop me? Most of the people, no disrespect, have been spineless. The person on the screen tells them to do something and they do it. So I'm like, if they do that, who are they to stop me from walking around in here? When you stop like, doing everything that people tell you to do and you start to think for yourself, when you're thinking for yourself, you look around at everybody else. When you're the one person in the entire building not wearing a mask, that's crazy. You're looking, you're just like, this is some movie shit right here. Everyone just masked up. But then the funny thing is, I don't even have like a mask near me. But like, they're walking through the store doing what they're doing, but then you can't hear each other. You can't read the people's lips. So you're like, what? What? I said, could you please pass me that? So if this was so contagious, why were you able to just bring the mask down? Why is it that you can still go into a restaurant and eat food, sharing the utensils like nothing's changed, but the mask? You see what I'm saying? So when you start to question things like that, it's just like, what world are we in? And that's just the split. You know, the free thinkers versus the people that want to be thought for. It's becoming more and more and more apparent. You know, for those of you that have Telegram, there's all things, there's a channel in Telegram. It's called All Things Falcon Punch related. You know, change the word for Falcon Punch. And it's literally showing, it's a whole collection of all the stuff that's going on in this world. Once again, when you are a truth seeker, when you're vibrating high, all the correct information is going to come to you. We're high vibrating. The truth that matches our frequency will come to us. Like attracts like. So when I find these things and I see them, it's like these are the answers to what's going on out there. But people are eyes wide shut to everything. And that's their problem. Some of them already made their decision. You know? But then I find it interesting too how, you know, and let's get off of that subject. But then bringing it back to my own personal observations about myself. It's like my meditations are deeper and deeper and deeper. Sometimes to the point where it's like I have like two ways to show that these meditations have been deep on both ends of the spectrum. Either I go in and I come out, and I don't know how long I've been in meditation. Sometimes it's even like 5-10 minutes. But I go in, I'm in there. Ooh, that's a good thought. Oh wow, that's a great idea. Oh man, it's been 5 minutes. What? Only 5 minutes? All right, well, I guess I'm done. And I get up because once again, time doesn't exist out there. But then sometimes I'll be sitting there and I know it's been hours, like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I was just like sitting there, you know, and that's been so easy for me to tap into. You know, it's been so easy. I can't even remember what I said already, but like, for example, my energy levels are getting higher and higher, but it's not even like an amped energy, like, yeah. It's like this calm state. It's like running every single app on your phone, running up or on your computer device or whatever. And when it's called RAM, for those of you that don't know technology like that, it's called RAM, you know, in the graphics card and whatever. And turn all those settings up, all those fans, all those propellers, all those moving pieces in your computer, your phone. That's why your phone gets hot if you've been watching YouTube for so long, because you're using a lot of information, you're using a lot of energy. That's why when you watch videos on your phone, or if you watch or using a very intensive program on a computer or something, it's going to like activate all the moving parts in the machine. So that's where the heat is generated. But what it feels like with me, it's like my battery stays on 100, and it feels like I'm running every single app in my phone, every single heavy program in my computer, and it's just like nice and easy, you know? And it's like my battery just feels like it stays at 100%, you know? It's like, I said, like, it feels like I'm not amped up, but I can't lie. I felt like a little bit of restlessness because I'm used to resting at a certain amount, like a certain time of day. And I was just like, yo, I'm not tired. Like, it's just, I just simply don't know what to do right now. So let me go busy myself up. Let me go watch a movie or something like that. You know, these are like the interesting things that I've been observing. The vibration is rising, and this split is happening, especially, like I said, if you've been watching Remedy H about these cosmic updates and all that type of stuff, once again, I'm very cautious when it comes to specific dates, because I don't want to get my hopes up. You know, if it happens, I'm with it. I'm open to it. You know, like if these dates start to happen, these events start to happen, I'm like, okay, let's see. I've been feeling what you were talking about before. I believe you, you know, but once again, with specific dates, I'm like, we'll see. You know, and like right now, it's like I've actually, and I'm not using this to justify bad behavior. It's like, I know this is the dark side of me that likes to indulge in this side of me, but it's like eating food. It's like I've been enjoying restaurants, because the thought in the back of my head is like, I feel like by this year, either society completely collapses, or I'm not going to be allowed in restaurants. So I've just been enjoying myself. I've been hitting all my favorite spots. I'm like, okay, I've hit them all. It's time for me to get my health back. Of course, I happen to do this around New Year, so perfect timing. But nevertheless, it's like, let me hit up all these and say goodbye to some of them. There's a couple I'm going to keep just to have those in the tuck. You know what I'm saying? Oliver likes to eat. That's my darker side that likes to break the rules that Prince, the angel in me, has set. But nevertheless, it's like when it comes to food, it's like, all right, this is fun for me. I know what I'm eating. I know it's not the best, but there's a little bit of a quality of life thing when it comes to enjoying the physical a little bit. But I know when it's time to relax. I know when it's time to fall back off of that. So either way, I just wanted to throw these observations out there. See if y'all know anything about this. See if y'all been experiencing these things yourself. You know, it's like y'all need to remember something, that it's really time. It is time for us to unify. It is time for us to share what we know with the world. You know, even if that requires your life, even that requires your own personal safety, get the truth out there. Get your truth out there, because your truth may not be the final truth. The truth doesn't change. And you might say, hey, this is what I believe. This is what's happening. And someone be like, I'm not here to, like, blow bust your bubble, but, like, check this out. But you will have never gone through that shift in your mind if you didn't put yourself out there in the first place. It's time for us to all start teaching. Even if you're a baby in this journey, learn how to articulate where you are in your journey right now. Because helpful people will come across it in your world. Of course, the trolls, the sentinels will come out to discredit you, to discourage you from putting out your word. But you're experiencing some crazy stuff that the people around you aren't. The chocolate covered llamas out there, the falcon punched people, is like they are experiencing a completely different existence than you are right now. It's evident. It's evident right now. No disrespect to the conversation. And if you watch this video, I'll say this to your face. But I had like a discussion last night where I was being vulnerable about my own emotions to somebody. Then eventually we damn near started arguing about how I felt about certain things. I'm like, why are we arguing? I'm being vulnerable and talking to you about something, but you can't get out of this one little thing. I'm talking about this, and you're talking about this. I'm like, okay, yes, that's cool, whatever. We can agree to disagree. Can we move forward in the conversation? No, we need to talk about this and this and this and this. And I'm like, yo, can we talk about this or this or this or this or this or this? But you want to stay here, to the point that I realized I couldn't keep giving the person my time in that moment. Don't get me wrong. I don't discriminate with people that make decisions in their own lives. But what I'm saying is there's something going on that's starting to block stuff that's going on in the brain when it comes to this new world that we're living in. There's something where there's some people that are here and there's some people that are here. It's not that we're high and mighty. It's just we see the truth coming and it's being exposed more and more and more. The truth shall set you free. And I don't know. That's a saying that I'm starting to question a little bit. But I do have a video I plan on making probably right after this about that. But either way, man. The year 2021 was a great year for me. Some people's lives were dramatically changed for the negative, for the bad. But for me personally, it was one of the best years. 2020 was a dope year. 2021 was a better year. 2022 is going to be an even better year. No matter if society collapses or not, it's going to be better, because one of the things I've been adopting, and this is the same thing I've been trying to share with everybody else to get on, is to get on an abundance mindset. To truly believe in your protection, your God, your source, your whatever. We don't need to be sitting here arguing no more. It's all the same stuff. God, Buddha, Allah, source, Yeshua, Yahweh, it's all the same. It's a belief in a higher power that gives you guidance and gives you protection in a way of life that you respect. Why are you fighting about that still? My God's better than your God. No, you can't talk about God like that. I'm going to get you. You ain't got nothing else to do with your life than to argue your God. If your God needs to be argued for, you need to check your God. It's like this divine being needs us little tiny people down here to defend it. Him, she, her, whatever. Like, come on, man. I don't know, but maybe I just contradicted myself right there, but whatever, man. I'm just talking. I'm just being real with y'all. 2022, all those twos in it. That's a synchronicity, 222. It's like we really need to pay attention to that. This is going to be a powerful year. And then this is exactly why as well, I've been pushing for the last year and some change, and I do need to get back on it, but there's so much other stuff I want to talk about. But mental magic, mental alchemy, manifestation. This is the year to really get into it. Some people are going to super struggle because they've become fear-based. And some people are going to thrive and prosper in these hard times because you know that everything is in your mind. You know that you have control of everything on this planet. In the cosmos, you interact with that thing they call the nothingness of space. That's just melanin and dark matter energy floating around up there. It's like you can interact with all of that, and all of that works together with you as an individual. And I need to start talking about that a little bit more, because that's my spiritual route. Mental magic. But this year has been amazing too, because at the end, almost like a buzzer beater, I became a lot closer with the divine feminine. And I've been establishing my bond with her, like I call her mom. And I'm going to tell y'all a story about that, but this video is already running a little bit long. But nevertheless, I'm going to tell y'all a story about that in a future video. But all these things are happening when everyone is going chaos, what's going to happen next? Am I safe? I'm over here talking to a rock. My little, let me see if I can bring it out. My crystals and stuff. I've been stocking up on crystals, passing on some information. I believe it was February 22nd, I believe. He said, Remedy H, if y'all want to go check him out. Remedy H was talking about how the crystal energy is going to be more awakened, if you will. It's going to be more active on like right after the date of February 22nd, 2022. That will be dope, because some of us have huge crystal collections. I feel like I'm a baby with crystals still, but it's like I still enjoy having them around. And you're telling me they're not even fully awakened yet? Okay, let's see what happens when I got a whole bunch of shiny stones in my room. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, I'm very excited for what's to come. Whether it's pure, it's like I'm down with the pure chaos or pure truth. Either way, I'm down for all of it. I'm protected. I'm protected. I'm divinely led. I'm good to go. No matter what happens, I'm good to go. And it's time for y'all, for those of you that are like, you got your baby legs going when it comes to the spiritual journey. I'm not saying that I'm an expert by any means, but what I'm saying is, it's like, I really do believe that the babies are going to get like a speed boost this year. If you started your journey, I don't care if you started your journey 10 minutes ago. If you are on the right frequency when all this activation starts to happen, you're going to be set. You're going to be good. But you're going to have to like rely on, I think, this is just me speaking here. It's like, I feel like you may have to rely on other people, but hey, what's going on with me? Why do I feel this? Why don't I want to eat junk food anymore? Why don't I want a burger anymore? Why, even for the vegans out there, why did that vegetable look strange? Why does that spinach look strange? Why do those peppers look a little weird? Why does that fruit not look appetizing to me, even as a vegan, as a damn near fruitarian? Why does that look strange to me? And you're going to like bounce ideas off of people around you, and they're like, oh, you waking up to that. All right, look, this is what's going on. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. And with people waking up more and more, you're going to be open to that knowledge, and you're going to be more willing and open-minded to change your behaviors. See, a lot of people that, like, and once again, no disrespect, not trying to make a divide, but it's the fact of the conversation. When someone that's spiritual is talking to someone that is simply not, and like by no means, no religion, no nothing, they're just existing. And you're talking to them, it's like there's no guidance in what they're saying. Everything that they're saying has to be in a book. Everything that they see has to be on the internet. Whereas all of our information is coming from one another. It's coming from high vibrating individuals, because we all understand who we are. So you have no problem learning from a fellow God, a fellow starseed, a fellow extraterrestrial. Once we all wake up to who we are, it's like, this is what's going to happen. Like, the exchange of information is going to be unstoppable. Why do you think they're trying to keep us in our houses? As if we don't have the internet and YouTube. They put us in our houses so they can censor what we say, the information that we spread to one another. Y'all don't see the game. Y'all don't see the chess play that's going on right here, but they getting sloppy. They got a little cocky. They didn't expect the world to wake up in the way that it is, but they know it too. And they're trying their best to change up their plan. But with them changing up their plan, they're getting sloppy. They're revealing their hands. And that's what we're here for. The light workers out there, the high vibrating individuals, the newly awakened beings, the chosen ones, the awakened ones, whatever you want to call it. We here. And more 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 of us are waking up. Things are about to get real out here. And no, I'm not here to like preach that division, but what side are you on? What side are you on? That's not a divisive question. That's just the truth of the matter. Sometimes the truth hurts. Till the next one.